Yeah, I don't think anybody thought it was real friendly when they shut down. That's for sure. Hey, namaskar, everyone. How are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're going to stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. As always, welcome back means we are on another adventure, and that also means that you're going to want to know where we are and what we are doing. I am in Danville, Pennsylvania. I think it's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now, maybe a little bit past 8. The sun is coming up. That's why my eyes are all glitchy. I'm actually on my way to do one big last hike before it actually starts snowing and getting like super cold and stuff like that. I'm going out to like Lehigh Gap, so keep an eye on out for that video a little later on, but I got a couple more that are going to be up before that one. Okay, but I stopped in Danville overnight, stayed at the Red Roof Inn here right off the Danville exit. You know, the cobwebs, the whatever. I stayed at the Red Roof Inn, but it was fine. It was fine. But there is a couple things here that caught my eye. That I was like, man, before I get going in the morning, I'm going to check a couple of these places out. One of them happens to be a Friendly's restaurant. I haven't seen a Friendly's for a while. Where I'm from, out in Youngstown, there's not. I remember there used to be one in Poland, Ohio. I don't know the last time I actually seen a Friendly's. This one happened to close kind of suddenly, like a lot of these businesses do. Probably nobody knew about it. The workers probably came in and seen a closed sign on and was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And I've seen that a lot in some of these places, but no, an old Friendly's. And I don't know if you can see the sign. There we go. The sign's cool. Eat more ice cream. Usually I see that reminds me of the signs for, is it Chick-fil-A? It says eat more chicken. But yeah, eat more ice cream. I see the now hiring, need assistant and stuff. This Friendly's, which I'm gonna walk around it. And we'll go check it out because it's not the normal Friendly's that I know. It doesn't even look like a normal Friendly's. So I believe it was another restaurant before this one. I don't know if it was the same building. Franklin's used to be in this spot. And I'm not from around here, so I don't know. So add some information in the comments if you know about this place. I don't know if Franklin's was the same building or they tore that down and built this one. I'm not sure. But this Friendly's closed this year in 2025, January 14th. I don't think nobody knew about it. I think they were all just shocked about it. But reading some of the reviews and stuff, which I will tell you a little bit while we're doing our walk around, wasn't so good. And like I said, closing without letting anybody know, man, not so friendly, right? So I'll go up and I'll check a couple things out. We'll walk around the property here and check it out. So if you're ready for today's adventure, I suggest you get off the couch and get ready. Let's go. All right, so let's start our walk around this Friendly's here in Danville, Pennsylvania. I'm digging the sign, and there was a car over there. They're probably sleeping. They probably pulled over last night on their travels. But the old Friendly's sign, eat more ice cream. I'm digging that. It looks like they're now, I'm trying to read, you know, what it would have said, but now hiring. I see kids meal, then it probably assistant manager maybe is what they're hiring for. But I'm digging, the lights are still out in the parking lot. And again, I don't think this was an original Friendly's. So if you know what this was for sure, let me know. And I'm gonna get out of this sun. Yeah, they still have though. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, yeah, that sun's bright. You see that popping through. But there's the Friendly's from the side. Yeah, they got the lights still in the parking lot. Yeah, I seen this and I was like, oh sweet, this is cool. Maybe we'll walk around that way here in a little bit. We could probably get around that, but there's the shed where they probably kept all the like the extra, you know, cups and mop and cleaning supplies and stuff like that. Doesn't look like a bad building, actually. It looks like, you know, when I see this stuff, it looks like that travel, you know, when you're traveling, it looks like that just restaurant that you hit up. The roof looks like new. That's crazy too, man. Wow. Check that out. And again, I guess it's not so bad because it closed this year. So a lot of stuff isn't overgrown other than the parking lot. Let's see what this says. Look at the sign. Scoop up a sweet job. Scan to join our team. I don't know what that is. Yeah, right here. The location is permanently closed. Thanks for your years of patronage. And this right here is what makes me a little angry, because these corporations and these jobs won't say a word. And then you come into work one morning and you see this on the door. They should be ashamed of themselves. Definitely be ashamed of themselves. But check this out. There is the inside of Friendly's right there. Look, there's the art is still on the wall. Wow. Jeez. What is that? Oh, okay. There's the mat down at the bottom. I don't know. Let me see if I can get over here. Right there. Welcome to Friendly's. There it is. Welcome Neighborhood Friendly's Restaurant Ice Cream. The rug is still there. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Like I said, still clean. Other than the parking lot. Not so much this side, but yeah, it doesn't even look that bad. It doesn't even look overgrown or anything, right? Friendly's, check that out. The lights. That would have been a light right there, the light bar that's shining up on the Friendly's. Oh, let me get back. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that light would have been shining up on the Friendly's. Little area here, maybe if it was raining. I actually don't know what this would be here. This is a weird setup right here. This is just like a little room of, like, there's nothing here.
If it were raining,
yeah,
I think you would have to walk through the rain to get to this.
Yeah, it's just a little, wow, okay, that's weird. There's the Friendly's signature logo again, and then I can't really tell in there, but we'll be able to see another way. There's the red roof. If you see the sign, the red roof that I stayed in over there. But yeah, here's the Friendly's. All the logos of the curtains, they're all hanging down. And I don't know if I can see in there. Not so well. Hopefully there's something open over here where I can see in better. Can you over in there? Let me see if I can. Okay, let me get back over here again. Maybe this, can you see in there a little bit?
Yeah, you can see the Friendly sign, you can see the Tazos.
Oh, okay, well, okay. Here, this is, yeah, check this out. Let me get over here. If you look back in there, inside, you can see that big Friendly's logo back in there. Let me see. They have all these pulled down, so, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we're seeing that really good, but yeah, if you look back, there would be the Friendly's logo, and that would be the inside, probably behind the bar and stuff like that.
Ice cream bar.
The good old ice cream bar. Now, a little bit of railroad history, actually. Danville, Pennsylvania. What is that? Spirit Booger. Huh. Don't know what that is. Oh man, I should take them plants. But I don't take anything when I go to these places. A little bit of a railroad history about Danville, Pennsylvania. It was the birthplace, if you will, of the T-rail section of the railroad. This was the birthplace for that T-rail. So a little bit of history of Danville, Pennsylvania. I don't know if we're going to be able to see in there at all. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if you can see. There's some dead flies in there. Nothing like. There was something I did not too long ago. It was an old abandoned plaza, and it was just filled with bees. Oh, there we go. A little bit more we can see in there. Wish I could see more of the lights and stuff like that, but they have these all pulled down. All these things. There's a little wasp nest right there, which is cool. Yeah, man, they got these all closed and I can't see inside. I just want to see inside. Yeah, they got them all pulled down. All pulled down. Yeah, I can't reach up there. Man, look at all the wasp nests. There's a bunch of wasp nests. Small ones. I actually kind of would like to grab those, actually. I have an idea for those. Little art installation stuff. Yeah, nothing's really bad here, right? Nothing's so bad. Yeah, we'll walk through here. There's I don't know, somebody's cooking out here. Huh. And the electric must still be on, actually, on this building. That was weird that there's a grill there. That was.
Looks like there's like a mess kit in it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, there's some water from
Yeah, yeah. I like when certain people they leave like water and food and stuff out for the cats. It's usually cats. I don't know what that sound was that I just heard, but dang. As soon as I mentioned cats, I heard like a weird wail. Yeah, see, we're right behind all the woods. I was never a fan of Friendly's to begin with, actually, anyway. There's a few businesses I just won't go back to. And one is Friendly's, and another is Bob Evans. And I gave them chances, to redeem themselves, and they never have. So I just don't go to Friendly's, but I think they did have some good ice cream. If I can remember, like as a kid, I remember Friendly's. But here's all those crab apples down on the ground there. So they got their shed. They got the shed. This is the back of it. Nothing looks really bad. Like there's nothing really bad with the building so much. It still looks in good shape. So maybe somebody will buy this and open it back up again. Now, I'll tell you, when I do my outro about it, I'll tell you what I read about the reviews and stuff like that. Like I said, this closed down. Is that a wasp nest over there? Because if it is, that's, I don't want to, and they're actually, I don't know, I think they're actually in there, but it's kind of cold.
It looks like a pan fruit.
Well, that's Zamfir, the pan fruit of Zamfir right there. Some nice flowers. Not so bad. Not so bad. I'm kind of digging it. I like the building. I don't know if it was originally a Friendly's to begin with or not. There was another restaurant in this spot, like I said. And that I don't know 100%, to be honest with you. I was just reading things. But yeah, I mean, it's a decent exit. Okay, I tell you what this exit is. It's a main exit if you're going to Knoebels amusement park. This is one of the exits you're going to go to. And I don't know if I showed you that, but right there, you got the ice cream scoop up there. And I really wish I could get a different view on this, but this is probably the best view that I'm going to get on the inside of here. But yeah, if you look straight ahead towards the middle, and then if you look like on the left wall, you'll see the big Friendly's logo. And you got the big lights hanging down.
I'm kind of into those lighting.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah. And the ones way in the back, the small chrome, like the chrome ones. And then the hint of wintertime a-coming with that shovel right there on the left. But yeah, this is, I guess it's abandoned. I guess it is abandoned, but it's recently abandoned. But let me flip this around. I am using my phone, and I will do the outro and tell you a little bit more info on this, or recap. Okay, so that was the recently abandoned, but then is recently abandoned because it was January of 2025, so the beginning of the year. Not quite a year that this has been abandoned, 3/4 of a year. Again, hopefully somebody buys it or whatever and starts something up. Like I said, this exit is the Danville exit in Pennsylvania. If you're going to Knoebels Amusement Park, you're probably going to get off at this exit where you're coming from. I read some reviews about this place. The manager at the time said that one of the reasons it's closed down is because after the pandemic, they never rebounded back, which could be, but it seems like, I don't want to use the word excuse, but it seems like a lot of these businesses, and it probably did, but this is a chain business, so I don't know, but
It's a weird location.
it is a different location, but it's also a main location if you're going to Knoebels.
Fencing and all that.
Yeah, if you look back, like you actually, if you get off the exit, and there's the main road that goes out when you get off the exit, and then this is the side road. This is like that maintenance road. So it kind of tricky to get back in here, I guess. So maybe if you're maybe if you're staying at the hotels around here that are on this side, you would come to Friendly's. But I think maybe if you were just normally just driving, you're not going to come here. Some of the reviews that I were reading on this, they were pretty bad. It was food poisoning. I ate here, I got food poisoning. I ate here, the food was terrible. The staff was terrible. There was nobody here. We waited this long. It was not good reviews. Bad location, stuff like that. So, again, I'm biased with my opinion. I don't like Friendly's. I never did. I gave them a chance. I gave them actually 3 chances. I gave Friendly's to redeem themselves, and don't care for them. So I hate to see businesses close for sure. But nah, I'm it's sad to see it close, but I wouldn't be eating at Friendly's anyway. But I think they did have good ice cream. I will, give it that. But yeah, I definitely wanted to check this out. I thought it was cool. I love these buildings when you're on your trips and you look, and I hate to see abandoned stuff because that means that area is going through something, But as urban adventurers and explorers and stuff like that. It's always fun to find this kind of stuff. So the old abandoned Friendlies here in Danville, Pennsylvania. Eat more ice cream. So I want to thank everybody for coming on this little walk around Urbix kind of adventure. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, leave a comment. I do read all the comments. I try to respond to all of them. If I don't, just be assured I did read it. Love you guys for supporting the channel. And until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, better than like.